Chief Priest in Sri Kalikamba Temple in Chennai. Sri Sivachariar is also a Asthana Sivacharya, Chief Counseling in Shiva Vishnu Temple in Maryland. He has been a delegate on Hinduism to UN World Peace Summit. He has a great understanding of Hinduism and a great appreciation of what it takes to truly reach all Hindus in understanding on why do we do what we do at temple, and a remarkable vision of the future of Hinduism. Finally, he is a great person and we are all in a treat today. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Sri Sivacharya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Om Mande Gurum Shivam Sambam Dakshina Murtima Vyayam Yadvandanena Mando Vivindet Guru Samanatam Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha Kadalagi Kasinda Kannir Malgi Uduvardamai Nanirika Vipade Vedam Nanginum Me Purulavade Nathan Nam Namashivayave. Respected satsang, my pranams to all of you. My namaskarams to all the acharyas, to all the gods, Lord Venkateswara, and I like to, before going for the presentation, I like to share my experience about Lord Venkateswara, how I see Lord Venkateswara to all of you, and then we can go through some slides, and the session is open for questions. Venkatachalam. Vem is our difficulties and sins. Katayati is the removal. Venkatayati means the removal of all our sins and difficulties. Just like a policeman, he clears the traffic. He clears the traffic. If there is a block, we may have the best car. We may be the best driver. But if there is traffic jam, we cannot. We try to come at the earliest. But there was a big rain and somehow we were able to come. First of all, I take apology for the delay by 15 minutes. I'm sorry. So Chinmaya used to say time does not have a reverse gear. We cannot go back. So every second we have to be thankful to God. So I'm sorry. So Venkatayati means he removes all our sins. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Chaya Rupena Samsita. While praising the Devi, we say she is in the form of Chaya. Chaya means shadow. Shadow is nothing but our karmas which we have done in our past. It continues in many forms. Like for a diamond, for us to see, we need the light. Likewise, for whatever action we do, for that to be completed, we need the God's energy. For me to speak there and for me to speak here, it is different. With a mic, my sound, is more audible. Likewise, we along with the God, we are different. At one point of time, we will understand that we are not there at all. It is the moksha. Till then, we need an identity. Till I reach the destination, I need the flight. Once I reach the destination, I don't catch hold of the seat where I had booked. Correct. Once we get down, we should get down and start reaching our destination. Likewise, our Shastra says, why we have to pray to God. And about this Venkateswara, Vem Katayati, he removes all our difficulties, all our sins. Like you delete the files, it's so easy. You select all and you delete it. Not separately, you don't have to go. If God wishes, he can do. If God wishes, he can do. We cannot challenge God. We cannot put our limits to God. He is more than that. So Venkateswara, he has been blessing us for more than 4 yugas. All the 4 yugas he has been there. It's not just, temples are many types. I don't know, it's a very big subject. It's not man-made temple. It's the Mula Vigraha is been given by the God. It's called Swayambhu temple. Swayambhu temple. It's any questions? So, Venkateswara, Vem Katayati iti Venkataha Achalam means the mountain. The mountain has the power to remove our difficulties. People, if there is big rush, you don't worry, oh, I went there, I was unable to have the darshan of the Lord. The mountain is itself is having the power to remove all our sins. Venkatachalam, Tasyapati, Venkatachalapati. He is the Lord of that mountain. You see, if the mountain has the power, what about the Pati? He is given, the PA is a very big person. What about the chairman? Likewise, Venkatachalapati is a Kali Yuga Pratyaksha Devata, Prasanna. He is called Prasanna Venkatesha. Why he is called Prasanna Venkatesha means there are many forms of the Lord in the Agamas, both in Vaikanasa and the Pancharatra Agamas. The Prasanna form is where the God does not hold any weapons at all. God does not hold. Prasanna means, like blissful, happy. So at that time I will not hold any weapons. So he is in that form. He is in that form. He is called Yogamurti. He is called Yogamurti. And you must be knowing many things about Venkatachalapati. You are experiencing him here. But maybe 2 points I want to clarify here. As a Sivacharya, it is my duty to clarify it. Because it is many people they say, goddesses, it is goddesses Durga. He is goddesses Durga and it is Lord Muruga and all those things. I say please be careful when we speak about the God. Because it is Lord Venkatachala himself. We cannot, talk, because many people they say, because of Simhavahana, if you have seen there will be Simha outside. The Prakaras, you can see Simha, lion. Because of lion we say is Durga, which is wrong. Because Agama says, Vaishnava Agama says, the Vahana for the God is Mrigendrova, Khagendrova. Khagendra means Garuda, Khagana Mindraha, the head of all the birds. Mrgana Mindraha, who is the lord of animals, according to our system, lion. So even see, if we can have 2 or 3 cars, why can't God have many Vahanas? Why we limit him only to one Vahana? When Lord Ganesha drank milk, many people they asked me, Swami, can Ganesha drink milk? I just replied, if the people, we who are being created by the God, if we can drink milk, why can't Lord Ganesha drink? Why can't the God do? So Mrigendrova, Khagendrova, all the pramanas I am giving from the Agamas. So I have prepared a very detailed one, but it's time factor since already I'm late. Second one is Bilva Patra. Bilva Patra is offered to Lord Venkatachalapati, and there are 8 types of patras which is very important for Lord Venkatachalapati, and Bilva Patra is one of them. So just by offering Bilva Patra we cannot say, like for example, my initial is T.S. Shanmukha Sivacharya, T.S. T stands for Tirumanisai and S stands for Sambamurti. For another person whose father name is Sambandha, for example, for him S stands for Sambandha. So S is not the same at all the places. Likewise, Lord Shiva likes Bilva Patra. It does not mean Vishnu does not like. So Bilva Patra can be and should be offered to Lord Vishnu. Just because of offering a Bilva Patra, we cannot say he is Lord Shiva. And about Muruga they say Kundirukkumidamallam Kumaran they say, which is wrong. Again in Vaishnava Agamas there are many forms. One form they say it is built in mid of the city, and in another form they say it is built the top of the hill. So it is applicable as per the Agama. Agamas are nothing but Shastra. Shasanat iti Shastra. Agama means are the revealed text, like the user manual. You buy a product, you get a user manual. So only by that we can get the best usage of the whatever we buy. Likewise, Shasanat iti Shastra, which gives you the commands. You do this, you do this, you do this. So Gita says, Yaha Shastra Vidhi Mutsrujya Vardante Kamacharataha Nacha Siddhim Avapnoti Nasukham Na Param Gatim Tasmat Shastram Pramanamte Karya Akarya Vyavastito Nyatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartum Iharhasi. Shastrani yatra gachanti, tatra gachanti te naraha. Matayaha yatra gachanti, tatra gachanti vanaraha. It says, finally he says, whatever the Shastra says, if you follow, you are a human being. You go according to your own mind, you are a vanaraha. He says, Yaha Shastra vidhi mutsrujya. If you are going to say, no, let me not follow. Oh, let me go according to my own will. Then he says, Pradante kamacharataha nacha siddhim avapnoti nasukam na param gatim. For me to have come to this, our temple now, in maybe in few hours, I came along with a person who knew the way. We've been coming for more than 2 decades or 3 decades to temple. So I was able to reach this place. I had a very good food and I'm able to meet a very good satsang here because I came along with a person who knew the way. Likewise, these shastras are given by our seers. Rishayaha mantra drashtaraha. They were able to know our past, present and the future. So they know which is the best for us. We do not know. We may ask for a car, but God may think, I want to give you the flight. So, yatha yogyam tatha guru. When we pray to God, we should say, Lord, you know which is the best. I'm your child, so you take care. So this Venkatachalapati, why he said about Shastra was, the Agama Shastra, which says, Venkatachalapati Pratishtapana can be done above the hill. So we should rule out wherever there is a hill, it is Lord Muruga. Please, it is not there. It is not like that. And about the goddesses Durga also, it is not there. We saw the Vahana for Lord Venkatachalapati. One of the Vahana is Simha also. If you have seen Ganapati in Simha Vahana also. Simha Vahana. Vahanas, we have many Vahanas. All the flights are not the same. Each flight have different numbers, different destinations. Same company have different destinations. Likewise, they have different mantras. There is a difference between Astra and Shastra. Astra and Shastra. One is just a weapon. Other one is, Shastra is just a weapon, physical weapon. Astra means, it's a mantra, like the password, like the value you write in a check leaf. Based upon the value you write, you get the money. It is not the same for all the leaves. Likewise, Astra is a different concept. Likewise, the Devatas can take different forms, different Vahanas based upon the purpose for what they avatar. They just come down to bless us. Just when we want, we open the Google, whatever we want, and then we close. Likewise, for us to go in the right path, God comes down in many forms. And Kalau Venkatanayaka, Lord Venkatachalapati, like till I reached my mind, 1 o'clock. It is not so easy to visit Lord Venkatachalapati. Even for me to come down here and to speak even few words about Venkatachalapati, I must have been a blessed soul. Else I cannot come down here. 2 weeks back my health was not well, and I had thought whether I could start for this trip, Yatra. But God thought you should come down here and speak, and if He decides, no one can stop. So this is what, many things are there about him, about, this, each yuga must have known those, about, even in Silappatikaram, a very famous Tamil text, it says, Venkatamennum Omguyar Malayattu Uchimi Misai. It says it's around 2100 years old text. In Silappatikaram, there is a mention of Venkatachalapati. In our Puranas, about Alvargal, they have given mention. Even in fact, one Alvar says, if you see, there is no Beda between Vishnu and Rudra. Lord Venkatachalapati is a combination of Vishnu and Rudra. It's like in the state of mind. Does not mean it is Rudra. You see, we should understand, in the state of mind, they see the Lord in that way. So it is how you see the Lord. One of the Advar has mentioned about those things. The Para, Vyuha, Vibhava, Antaryami. It's all different forms of the God which Agama details. Why I brought these details was just to mention that Lord Venkatachalapati is there in Venkata Hills, is in the form of Narayana, Para Vasudeva, and after the Krishnavatara is in that form there, is in that form just to bless us in this Kali Yuga. You have been in all the yugas. See, you are seeing me for the first time. It does not mean I was born just today. Correct. He has been in all the yugas, but from this, after the Krishna Avatara, he has been stationed there. Like, mobile and, mobile phone is different from the fixed phone. There is in the form of fixed form. Venkatachalapati, Kalau Venkatanayaka, to bless us and guide us. Vishnu Purana in Vyasa. So about Bilva, maybe I can mention that, Tulasi Chatushtayam Durva, Bilva Patram Cha Pujarahani, Tulasyav Sita Krishne Cha, Kevalaksha Pakastata, Chatvaraha Tulasi Beda, Durva Bilva Dalani Cha, Sarvadara Narahani, Nandyavartam Cha Patmancha, Tulasi Vishnu Parnika, Bilvancha Karavirancha, Bilvam. So we come to know about Bilva. I've just got the pramanas about the, even they offer like a sari to the Lord. It is not because he is Durga, he is Sakshat Narayana. For the Lord at one point, he is, like Shiva and Shakti and Lakshmi and Narayana. Like he has got Lakshmi in his heart. For that is why they are offering the sari also. It is Abheda Darshanam Jnanam. Jnanam means, knowledge is nothing but, there should not be any difference at all. Abheda Darshanam Jnanam. Here, Vishnu and Lakshmi together in that form is blessing us. And, so, Bilva can be offered, the Lord can be above the hill, because I want to present something which, like about Venkatachala Purana, I'm sure you must be knowing about it. But this is something special which says that it is Lord Vasudeva. There is no doubt at all, because Samshay Atma Vinashyati. If you have any doubt, the Lord Krishna says, it will lead to destruction. We should have absolute faith. Many people, they ask me, Swami, when Prahlada called, Lord Narasimha came, will Narasimha come now if we call? I say, definitely he will come. Then, they'll ask whether he's in the pillar. Yes, he's in the pillar also. He's there at all the places. He's there at the pillar also. But I would say, they'll say, what is but Swami? But we are not Prahladas. How much of faith he had. Absolute faith. Actually, bhakti is nothing but losing our identity. That is why if you see any temple, if you enter, there will be vahanas. Vah means, only from vah, the root, the vehicle. Nirvaham, everything is based from the vah root. So the vehicle, if you look at Garuda, if you look at Anjaneya, if you look at Simha, if you look at Mushika, Vrishabha, they will be with absolute humility. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayati yati patratam, patratvat dhanamapnoti, dhanat dharmaha tataha sukham. The knowledge is nothing but, knowledge is a real knowledge which leads to humility. Some people, they say Vidya Garvam. I would say it is not right word. Because if you say light, there will not be any darkness. There is darkness, there will not be any light. Knowledge is nothing but not just when I mention about Vidya, it is not just our, this PhDs and all those things. My PhD is not the passport for our moksha. For moksha, it is Panda Atma Vishaya Buddhihi Yesham Tehi Panditaha. Adi Shankara says, he who understands about himself. Kate Kanta Kaste Putraha Samsaroyam Ativa Vichitraha Kasyatvam Va Kuta Ayataha Tattvam Chintaya Tadiha Bhrata. Adi Shankara addresses us as brother. Acharya, he addresses brother. How close he was. He says, Kate Kanta Kastre Putraha. Who is your wife? Who are you? Who are your children? For what you have come down here? What is the purpose of this transit? Each one have our own purpose to exhaust our load of karmas. Less baggage, more comfort, they say. So, less the karmas, more the comfort our journey is. Correct. Sometimes, they charge in the flight. There is extra weight. There is charge here. Correct. Only carry-on baggage is allowed. Likewise, for our travel towards moksha, more or less the karmas, more comfortable it would be. It is not only for the moksha, for the final destination, even for this mundane world. When it is cold, we should be blessed with the clothes, winter clothes. If you are hungry, we should be blessed with the food. Who takes care of that? Lord Venkatachalapati. Kalau Venkatanayaka. This is what I just want to share it with you. Please look upon him as Lord Venkatachalapati alone. He is Yogamurti. Whatever you ask for, it will be blessed. There is no doubt at all. Else, maybe I can share this, my experience, my personal experience about the Lord. Once my youngest daughter, Bhuvaneshi, she had some problem in walking. So at that time I was not scolding exactly. I was just telling God, God, please play with me. Do not play with my child. I am very particular. She was around 3 years. She was unable to walk. Slightly, it was crossed. The doctor said, if you allow her to wear some shoes or something, which has some balance, it would be fine. Even that one day I just made her wear the shoes, but I was unable to see her with the shoes. I just cried and I said, let me go to Perumal and come back. So there I just, not scolding exactly, he's like a father and mother, no? I just told him, Lord, again I told him, please if I have done anything wrong, please punish me, not my child. So I will see to that, you please take care of her, I will take her, like I climbed above the hill. And if everything is fine, I will bring her. I should have said I will bring her. At that time I was not matured. I said, if everything is fine, what cannot be done once we tell to God? That time I was not so matured. Even now I'm not so matured. At that time I was unable to understand the God properly. But after having the darshan, I came back. Once I came back, I saw my daughter. All those years, she cannot fold her leg in this way. Only she can have her leg in the straight form. On that day, after just coming back from Tirupati, was able to see her, folding her legs. It was all the Lord. Whether Lord would answer our prayers means, definitely He would answer. Definitely He would answer. That kind of faith. Faith is very, very important. See, I always ask this question. All of us, while coming from India, you flew and came, correct? You didn't swim and come. Anyone swam? How did you come? Are you fine or sleeping? No answer from your side? All of us, we flew, okay? Okay. Any of us, I don't know, I have not asked it. Maybe I don't know whether you have asked it. Any one of us went to the pilot and asked him, Sir, do you have your license? Any one of you have asked? Or anyone have seen his face? I have not seen any pilot's face. Sometimes when they come out, we do not know whether that was the pilot to our flight. And I asked him the license. Pilot, please show me a license. In fact, please show me your previous, ride. In fact, please, in front of me you should show. Even the video also I won't accept. One day have you asked those questions to the pilot? No. So, we are here because of God. How can we question God? How can we doubt the God? Samshayatma vinashyati. Our Shastra says, Nakuryat nishpalam karma. Nakuryat nishpalam karma. Please do not do anything which is meaningless. Which is meaningless. Our Shastra says. If the Shastra says that we have to pray, please understand prayer is a meaningful activity. Whether prayers can make miracles, yes, it can make miracles. The rain is common, but based upon the seeds, we get the fruits and trees. Based upon as we sow, so shall we reap. Likewise, many people, even this question we get because, Swami, I was also going around Venkatachalapati, and my neighbor also was going around Venkatachalapati. And he got his fruits faster than mine. Sometimes when the current goes out, we don't look in our house. We go to the opposite house and see whether he has got the current. Some attitude. Now it's changing. With God's grace, everything is changing. Everything is positive. Everything is optimistic. So, it is because why this person, for example, if you have taken a loan for 1,000 rupees, another person has taken a loan for 100 rupees. Both of us together, we have paid 100 rupees. Understood? Both of us together to the bank, we have paid 100 rupees. What would the banker say for me and for the person? For that person, it's clear. For me, I have to pay 900 rupees. So I'm asking that banker, I don't know this mathematics. I'm asking that banker, banker, I think you're partial. What you're doing, both of us gave 100 rupees and to that person you have cleared all the things. But for me, you are giving me another chit which is saying you have to pay 900 rupees. Am I right or wrong? Please say, I'm wrong. Please, you have the right to say, I am wrong. I am your child. Am I right or wrong? I am wrong in this aspect. Likewise, sometimes we ask the Lord. Sometimes we ask the Lord, Lord, I did my prayers here. I came, even that person also did the prayers. Because these questions we get, these questions only confuse us. Why we get confused is when it's the right path, fine. Only when there is two options we get confused. When we see a person who is always doing wrong things, he is getting all the pleasures. When some person, we put all our efforts, we will be the best when we suffer. At that time we should understand it is because of our previous karmas. If while coming, Mama drew very well, he was not against the law. Suppose if I have done some rash driving or something, the policeman will come and catch hold of me or not. Then what you would say, why you are catching hold of Sivachariar? He is just speaking about Lord Venkateswara, he is going to talk about rituals. You would say or not? Or you will leave? You leave me, huh? What sir, I've come for you. So, you will tell or not, but the policeman, he would say, the police gentleman, what he would say, no sir, actually while coming, he made a mistake, he didn't stop in that stop line, or some kind of error. Likewise, we see this, even this Laukika in today's world, you did not know what I did earlier. What do we know about ourselves? Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Jatare Shayanam, Iha Samsare, Bhaudutsare, Krapayapare, Bhahi Murare. Hey Lord, please protect me from this cycle of birth and death. How many of births we have taken? How many of deaths we have undergone? It's like, sleeping and waking up. Our births and deaths. We are accumulating so many karmas. And only by prayers, only by Sharanagati, we can reach the Lord. We can reach the Lord. We can reach the Lord means moksha. For that we should not fight in the name of the Lord. Oh Shiva, oh Vishnu. For us, for Sivacharya, Vishnu is one of our guru. We should not have the, I always say, Jnanam means Abheda Darshanam Jnanam. Seeing the Lord in all the beings. Seeing the Lord in all the Lords. If you like Venkateswara, you can see Venkateswara in all the Lords. You can see Venkateswara in Natesha. If you like Shiva, you can see Shiva in all the Lords. It's all how you see. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. But God takes many forms for many reasons. Maybe during questions we can answer. This is what I want to share about Venkateswara. It's a mountain which can make miracles, which can bless you with what all we want. Only those powerful portals are protecting our Bharata Desha. Tirupati, Tiruvannamalai, very powerful portals, totally in the access of our sages. And we are all just nodes. Here our temple is a node. We are accessing from the main Lord. Portal is there at Tirupati. We are accessing from that point. So like I always say, even the pictures or any pictures, it shouldn't be just seen as a picture or just a statue. We can access the energy. Like you can access your email from your desktop or your laptop or your iPhone. Correct. What should you know? What you should know is your password. Password is very important. Wherever you may be, if you don't know your password, it is difficult. Likewise, bhakti. Bhakti is very important. Through bhakti, like Draupadi, she totally surrendered. Till she thought that she was going to take care. The Lord was there. Lord is watching us. Even what I am speaking, the Lord is watching. So the Lord, Chitragupta, is having like CCTV camera, is recording all my actions, whether Sivacharya said the right pramana or the wrong pramana. So that's why we should be always go according to Yaha Shastra Vidhi Mutsrujya Vardante Kamacharata. A person who goes against the Shastras just because of his self-desire. Nata Siddhim Avapnoti Na Sukham Na Paramgatim. Na Sukham means happiness in this world. Paramgatim means the moksha. So for that, see, this is opposite. It takes the other meaning. If we go according to the Shastras, in whichever way we could. Here based upon the situation. So many factors are there. But in whichever way we could, definitely we will be blessed with a good life, and and finally we will reach our destination. We won't just sit in the flight alone. Flight, we cannot just sit there, oh, the madam is giving us good food, good juice, we are not doing any work also. If we sit there, what they will do? They will close the flight and finally it's a problem. Likewise, life is just a temporary transit, like a journey. Our destination is moksha, Shiva Sayujya or Vishnu Sayujya, whichever Lord is of your wish, we can go and attain them. God takes many forms. Ekam sat vipraha bahuda vadanti. If we can take many forms, why can't the God? If we can take many forms. I have different roles as a father, as acharya, as a friend, as a son. Likewise, God takes many forms for the devotees because we are all children. So for us, He takes many forms. We'll just go through this. Most of the questions, as we know, this was mainly prepared for young adults. Just go through this. This is nothing. Whatever he was so kind to have said about me, I'm just like add-on card is there. Add-on card, add-on card. What is the difference between the original card and add-on card? In credit card, they give add-on card and credit card. What is the difference between add-on card and credit card? For add-on card, no responsibility, and you can access the money from the main. Correct. If I'm a mandate, I can just access. Likewise, it is all my guru's blessings. If something is right, I'm just an add-on card. So he liked something, so this PhD, everything is from his account. He's taking it from his account. So why we go to temple is called alaya. Alaya means our atmas, our atmas, individual souls, get united. Leela means to get into. So once we come down here, we are different. There is difference between sitting down at your home in this chair and sitting in an aeroplane. Is there difference or not? All of you are fine or not? I have a doubt. Because it's a time is odd time after lunch. So alaya means all our souls get into the God, because we should not lose our path. Like GPS system we fix. So at any point of time, at any work, we should not lose our identity. All of come with the same goal. Different goals in the Laukika Artha. Today we speak, each one does different work. This is Laukika. The Paramarthika is oneness with God. Oneness, there is no doubt at all. Let us be clear. Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. These four, any Hindu, we should be clear. And our holy text for Hindus is the Vedas. The four Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda. All the Puranas, our Bhagavad Gita or Tiruppavi, Tirumbavi, all these things are like juices. Like for the child, the mother, she prepares the food and gives. And sometimes she also feeds to the child. Likewise, these are all different systems from the main portal for the devotee to understand. Somehow the Lord wants to understand. But if you are just going to close our eyes, there was a great saint called Vallarar. He used to say, Kadai virithen kolvarillai. I opened the shop, but there is no one to take. So, even whenever I see a crow also, I feel ashamed, sir. A crow. My wife, she keeps the Anna there. In few minutes, the crow comes there. Not even minutes, seconds. I always used to think how the crow knows. For us, there are so many sacred texts, so many acharyas, but I think the crow is better. No, we cannot compare. I don't think so. We can say, I don't know about you, maybe I cannot say that I am more than a bird or an animal. Adi Shankara says, Pashvadi Bishcha Vishesha. He asks us whether is there any difference between an animal and a human being. He says an animal also sleeps, you sleep. They eat, you eat. They give birth to, small thing. Even we give birth to children. Likewise, first he asks us whether is there any difference. Then he mentions there is difference. Only we can put a question, who am I? All of us at one point of time, maybe young or at an elderly stage, we do not know. Definitely we would get a question, who am I? What is the purpose of the birth? At that point, which helps like a help tutorial, which helps us is our Shastras. So alaya means, alaya. Two meanings. Our atmas get into the God. Once you come there, you see the God, you see the Divya Darshana, Shankha, Chakra, Varadhasta, and Katiyasta. They're always, when you go to the temple, you should experience the God. You should not see what the other person is doing. Many times what we do is during the breakfast, we think about the lunch. We're taking the breakfast. I'm taking chapati. I'm not enjoying this chapati. I'm thinking of afternoon. I'm unable to enjoy this chapati. So during the lunch, I think about the dinner. See, you finish the lunch and think about the dinner. No problem. You should plan. But your planning should not be in the mid of, should be hindrance. So when you come to temple, you should switch off your cell phones. At the same time, you should switch off the other senses also. Ignore mode. You can switch on the ignore mode. Invisible form, no format, you have many. All the technology patent right is our Vedas only. Our Vedas patent, like transmission of Naivedya and all you will see, will go. So, alaya means two meanings. One is our Atma gets into, the Murti, through which, we can travel to the Paramatma. Second one is alaya. Leela means to get into visa. Till we get the moksha, it is only through this alaya. The prayers that is done at the temple, it is not the same. A supercomputer is not the same as of your iPhone. Supercomputer is definitely different from your laptop or whatever it may be. Different or not. Likewise, it's just more than a supercomputer. The computer which is connecting the whole universe. Whole universe. We are all blessed to know the notes, to know the passwords. Which is our password? Anyone told you the password? Bhakti. Omkara, Bhakti. Bhakti. Even a person, Omkara is Omiti Dakum Sarvam. Even a person who does not know Omkara, Bhakti. Bhakti means, again, not just chanting the mantras, not just visiting the temples alone, absolute faith on God. For me, how I believe in God is not because I'm sitting here, not because of my travel. Even tomorrow, as per my karma, if I become a beggar, I will not leave God. If we are not doing any barter with God. That day when I prayed to Lord, it was not barter. Because of that thought, I just prayed. Hey Lord, I will bring my daughter. In fact, before finishing the prayers, He blessed me. It's just like doing to our parents. Like our father and mother, it is our duty to take care of them. I cannot say, I bought a sari for my mother. We cannot say. We cannot put them in old age. Mama Shiva Shiva. All the prayers Venkateswara will bless us only if we take care of our parents. Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Your respect to parents is very important, and they in turn is for the ladies, they are mother-in-law and father-in-law. By law they become mother and by father. Their mother-in-law and father-in-law is mother and father. And son-in-law, by law, he has become the son. By law, she has become the daughter. So, alaya means, first for this mundane world, we concentrate, the concentration, alaya, the atma, to get into laya, to get into the murti, alaya. Other one is till the moksha. This is the, the route for our moksha. Alaya. Why we pray? Puja means, we do the puja, we pray. Prayers means, Puryante sarva karmani, jayate jnanam atmani. All our desires are fulfilled. All whatever we pray for, definitely it will be fulfilled. If you write your exam in a proper way, definitely you will get proper, marks. Correct. I cannot say four of us we wrote the exam together. That person has got distinction, but I have got very less mark. Means what you would say, Sivachariar, next time study well and write properly. Correct. Likewise, based upon our prayers, how much we concentrate on God. Once you go to the temple, you should lose your identity and you should be in oneness with the God. You should know only the Lord. Nothing this side, to whom the priest is speaking, who is speaking the other side. Total, like when we are in the front of the cinema, nothing disturbs us. That time we don't switch on this cell phone also. Cinema, even for visa also, visa officer, they mentioned, a cell phone is not allowed. There we don't take because we are afraid if the person sees he will reject my visa. For that visa we are afraid. For moksha visa we are not afraid. The Lord is also watching. Apart from the management, the Lord is watching all your cell phones. During your prayers, management you can speak. But above the hill, sometimes nowadays even priests are speaking in the cell phones during the prayers. Which is wrong. Even I am doing a wrong, mistake is a mistake. So this is between, it's like in camera, it's between us. I always say, no, Swami Vivekananda says, we do not call anyone a sinner in our religion. To call a person as a sinner is a sin, he says. Because to err is human. You could have made mistakes, but we should see to that we do not repeat it. Only when you are repeating it, something is wrong with you. To make mistake is natural. Please understand, it's natural. But once you understand it is a mistake, you should have the courage to correct it. And definitely the Lord will bless you. He says, please surrender. Lord Krishna says, please surrender to me. Once you surrender, I will take care. Once you get into the flight, you just sit down in a relaxed mode. You wear the belt, you drink all the juice and everything, food, everything, and then you relax. The pilot will take care. Likewise, once you surrender to God, God will, and he knows which has to be given at which time. So, Puriyante Sarvaka Puja means Puja, 2 letters. Puja. Can you repeat it? So that I have a doubt whether you are sleeping. So I will clear my doubt. Puja. Puja. Sanskrit is a very beautiful language which is constructed with beautiful roots. So Puryante, Pu means Puryante Sarvakarmani. All our desires are fulfilled. We may ask for a watch, we may ask for a computer. These are all basic desires. It's natural, nothing wrong. See, I had my food, it is very important. If I have not had my food now, here I must be watching my watch when they will complete because I'll be hungry. So these are all basic things. Definitely we need basic things. For this mundane world we need the basic things. At the same time we should not forget. That is what I am saying. I am not asking you to be sannyasis. Sannyasa dharma is very difficult. Only few blessed people can be sannyasis. Let us be just a normal human being. For a normal human being, puja is very important, because many people they say, no, only for that person. In fact, some ladies are afraid if the husband do lots of prayers, they are afraid what this person will become a sannyasi or what. They say, many, because I get many queries around the world. Swami, Sivachariar, my husband is doing Sandhya Vandanat all the times. Is it right or wrong? He said it's good, he's controlling the natural disasters. Sandhya Vandana, we are controlling the natural disasters. Global warming can be controlled. It's a very powerful prayer. So Puryante Sarvakarmani Jayate Jnanamatmani. And we get knowledge about ourselves and about the God. So by puja, 2 things are taken care. What? Puryante Sarvakarmani, all your desires are fulfilled. Unless your desire is fulfilled, you will not think about God. If you notice, if you have some work at home, you cannot think of God at the temple. Once I close my eyes in front of the Lord, what happened to my daughter, whether the van came and picked up her or not. At once, it's natural for the mind. That's why aprapya manasasaha, the Veda says, even by your mind you cannot, it's very difficult. Unless and until you have the abhyasa. It is easy. At the same time, it is easy. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. By practice. So, Puryante Sarvakarmani Jayate Jnanamatmani. By doing puja, what do we get? All our desires are being fulfilled, and then we get the knowledge about ourselves and the Paramatma also. It's from I think Madam Sunny prepared it. I'm just going through it. So why do we go to temple? Why we have so many gods? We saw it is all different, different systems based upon the devotee's desire. The God comes in many forms. God can take many forms, like a buffet system. To explain to the children, like if I like chapati, I will take chapati. If I like dosa, I like dosa. If one person likes idli, because Mahakavi Kalidasa says, Loko Binda Ruchihi, the world is with different taste. It is not the same. We should not think, that person should think like me. This is not right. We cannot compel anyone. We should not compel anyone. Hinduism does not compel anyone. It is giving many, even in the one path to attain moksha, like to come to this country, there are many flights. There are different company, I should take one company, I should see to that I reach a destination. Like that, Hinduism prescribes many, lots of paths are there, but the destination is our moksha. So God comes in many forms to for our understanding. Yada idai dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. Yuga means not only will come only in the final yuga. Yuga means for them, yuga means even next second also. We do not know. God may come in any form also. Apart from these avatars, he may take in many forms. We do not know. We know these avatars. So these so many gods based upon them, and each one have different energies. It's a very big subject. Going into each god, the ayudas they have hold. Even the ayudas, they say daityanam de hanashaya bhaktanam abhayaya cha. To protect, like the policeman is carrying a gun. Why? Because to protect the good people. Likewise, daityanam dehanashaya, to remove all the negativities. When God kills means he does not kill the asura exactly. He removes the infection, like a doctor does the surgery. He does not kill the person. He clears the infection because the doctor would like that infection should not pass on to other people. Likewise, the God clears the infection. Moksha for the asura. So, why vegetarian? Because we should be vegetarian. We should follow vegetarian. It is good. Beyond this, if you have any questions, because I would advocate vegetarianism, whatever prayers we may do, because those days some people they had non-vegetarian system because they followed the Kshatriya dharma. Nowadays, all of us, our work, sattvic food will always give us a sattvic thing. And the global warming also takes place because of killing the animals for many reasons. How do we know that there is reincarnation? You must be knowing about reincarnation. If rebirth is not there, I will not be here to speak with you. There is some kind of sambandha. I always say, even for the madam, the air hostess madam, they give a cup of juice when we travel in the flight. So because why I am talking about flight is almost, in a month, almost 25 days I am on travel. So more than my home, I am in flight. So I always say, in my previous janma, I must have given her a cup of juice. So in Tamil there is a saying, Teedum nandrum perar taravara. It is not by, today if I have to take this rice, that part of rice, that madam said I will serve you, she has to give, some kind of sambandha is there. Else, if you don't understand the concept of rebirth, when a newborn baby suffers, other religions they say, based upon their, good and bad, they are given the final, destination. But we say, those who do not accept the rebirth, but we do accept rebirth. Rebirth is a base for our religion, our system. Why? Because when a child is born, sometimes it has some sufferings. Why it has to suffer at that time? We cannot answer. Why? Sometimes you must have put the best of the efforts, but you will see it is not getting done. But sometimes, you will just leave it. You will say, oh, it was very good. You may think, I didn't put any effort at all. So apart from our effort, our karmas also come along with us and they give the fruits. Only by doing the prayers, these negative karmas can be burnt. Like the doctor gives the prescription. He says you go for walking to burn the fat. So the priest gives the prescription, please pray to God to burn your karmas. Every day we burn the fat. Like you have a treadmill and all those things. Like at your home also you can do a treadmill. People are unable to go for walking. You can do the treadmill. So because all these things I'm telling you, the doctor has advised me, Sivachariar, you cannot go out, you please do treadmill. Like that, our Hinduism says, if you're unable to come to the temple, you can do the treadmill, like you can do the prayers at your home. But somehow you burn what we are burning there by doing the prayers? Karmas. Path. So reincarnation is there. See, I'm just giving you a brief. If you have a question session, you can. Mantras, arati. Mantras means manana trayate iti. Mantra, man means to repeat. Tra means to protect. The mantra will give us, the energy we need. Like you carrying a cell phone, wherever you go, we are able to get connected with you. Likewise, when you chant a mantra, wherever you go, the mantra will protect you. Man means to repeat, tra means to protect. Mantras. Arati, it gives us, it removes the illusion, it shows us the God. Ringing of the bell, the bell, again it sends away the evil forces. Like ambulance when it comes with alarm, we just move away and we are saved. The person is saved. Likewise, when the siren comes, when His Excellency comes, it is cleared. Likewise, agamartantu devanam, gamanartantu rakshasam, gantanadam karu. That's why without a bell we are not supposed to do the prayers. Ringing of the bell is very, very important in our religion. Before you start the prayers, you have to ring the bell. It is a must. Some things something we can give as an option, but some things we cannot give an option at all. It is a must. Like breathing, I cannot say you have an option to breathe. Like filling in the petrol. While driving, you cannot say you have the option for petrol. You have to fill in the petrol. Correct? So, ring of the bell. The chatari is nothing but the God's grace. The pada, when we do the namaskara, where do we touch? Where do we do the namaskara? Feet it's a very secret place. Feet is a very secret place where the total energy of the person. That's why we say for Mahapurushas, we say, unga kaal padatom sollu, unga kaal padatom, unga thala padatom solla. We say, let your holy feet come to our home. Correct. Kaal padatom. Kaal means why? Because in the feet there is lots of secrets. It's like the root. And the chatari is nothing but the God's holy feet. So it will bless us with knowledge. And tirtham means knowledge. Again, tirtham means all these things have lots of philosophical backgrounds. It's we will do each one maybe in a detailed session. Tirtham is also another name. Tirthankara. Tirtha means knowledge. By Antashuddhi, we are becoming pure, and if there is any disease or something, that can be cured by taking the by the Lord's grace. Sivachariar, then why you are going to doctor means till I have not got that energy to pray, I should accept it. Even I can avoid going to the doctor if I practice my religion properly. I should accept it because I am practicing. Maybe I do not know little more than you, but not how my father was. I should accept it. See, I can tell a lie, but the Lord, I told the CCTV camera is fixed inside. I should be very careful. So if we follow our religion properly, definitely we can avoid, but it is little difficult, but we should try to follow it. And Vibhuti, Kumkumam Vibhuti means Aishwarya. Vibhuti means Aishwaryam. Bhasma, and one philosophical meaning is when we see the Bhasma, we should think, one day even we'll be in ashes. Hey Lord, please protect me. Please let me not do anything wrong. At least if I'm not doing anything right also, let me not do anything wrong. Yeah. If you don't answer, sometimes minus mark, no? Some answers, minus mark. Let me not get any minus mark. So like Vibhuti, and not only that, Vibhuti has got many philosophical meaning. Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra. In Vibhuti, Vishnu is there. Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, and two spaces you must have seen is Ganesha and Shanmukha. That's why Vibhuti should be worn with the three fingers, and the gap should be there. And it should be worn along with the water. It's a fire and water. It's a combination of the Panchabhutas. It is a many Vibhuti is a separate lecture we'll take on Vibhuti. And Aishwarya, Vibhutir, Bhutir, Aishwaryam, Animadi, Kamashtada, Vibhuti means Aishwarya. And Kumkumam is Tilaka, it's Bindu. It has to be kept here. All the ladies, you have to keep it here. Even men also have to keep it here. I'm sorry, I should correct it. At least when you come back from your office. Men and women. As per the Sampradaya. If you have the Sampradaya of keeping the Kumkuma, because turmeric is made up of, Kumkumam is made up of turmeric. And turmeric has the power to stop the negative energies. Like traveling in a bulletproof car. If you travel in a bulletproof car, what happens? We are not affected. Like wearing a weather clothes and traveling in a winter clothes. Likewise, this Bindu, we are Agyaya Bror, but this is called Agya. this part. This is to activate the energy here. Like, you switch on, the light glows. You switch off, the light stops. Likewise, I just put one button, control of one button, it changes. Likewise, if you keep with this finger, this is fingers, each finger is, mudras are very important. This finger, you have to keep it like this. So this is activating your intellectual side. You will be more powerful. Prasadam is what it's called nirmalya. It's pure. Mala means impure. Nirmalya means pure. And Naivedya, it's nothing but many people, they ask us, Swami, lots of things we are doing Naivedya to the Lord. There is lots of food that they are preparing. Why it is being wasted, Only on weekend devotees come and they take the prasada. On the other day, should we do the Naivedya or not? This question comes in general. I always say, whether on other days, whether the Lord is there or not. Lord is there or not?
Yes.
He is there. So why we are doing the Naivedya, once you understand the concept, you will not see the physical prasada. It is not the physical prasada we should see. The prasada, when it is offered, like sending a fax. What happens when you send a fax? Someone can answer.
Confirmation.
Sorry. Now what happens to the original paper? I am saying, no. Why you are doing, what madam, you send the fax, again it is the same place as what you will say?
The document has been sent.
It has been
We have
sent.
proof.
Okay, sent, okay. Correct. A person who does not knows about this system, he will say, you are wasting your time, it is coming back again. But what you would say, this has been sent to the other part. If you have the web camera, people can see from other side also. Correct or not? From one point it can be connected to the other point. So there is some system. All the technology they have patent is with the Lord only. Yeah? Correct or not? We are going to ask for a patent. All the acharyas. So our shastras, we should be very blessed. We should be very happy that we are part of this culture. So it is. So this energy, this Naivedya, the energy goes through the Lord to all the beings. Not for the Lord. He is our mother and mother. A lady, you just check, they will not take the food. Lady is a lady. That's why Chanakya says, a place where a lady cries, that place is not the place to live. He is very specific. Lady should be taken care. I really feel sometimes, I cannot share it in this dais, I feel very sad when they are not given the proper, respect they should be given. They are Shaktis. Shakti's form. Likewise, like the mother gives the food to the children, gives the food to everyone, and finally she takes. Likewise, the God, through God, when you do the Naivedya, what happens? Nivedana means showing. It's not for them to eat. It is showing, like transmitting. You're transmitting the sheet here. And it goes to all the beings in the universe. Then now you think about the quantity of Naivedya you are giving. Is it small or not? You should give more, no? How many people are there in the universe? The social service. That's why Gita says, Gita has given us, Shastra says, it says, all of us, when we are eating our food, before eating the food, let us think of Krishna Arpana, Shiva Arpana, Durga Arpana. It means so many fax transmissions. Like sending in all of us, before eating the food, we should say, Shiva Arpana, Krishna Arpana, whichever God you like, it's all the same channel. They'll be getting connected. You see different gates, but at one point everything will be connected. Likewise, let us not. We should always pray, may God, because they have given us this place. I have an habit, whenever I get down from the flight, I touch that bhumi. Bhuma Devi, who is with Vishnu, that portal only, there are notes. Bhuma Devi along with Bhuma Devi Tayar. I always touch that bhumi and I say, yesterday at Pittsburgh, I just touched. I said, Lord, Ma, I'm here. Please take care of me. This food I've got from this place. You could have got the rice from some place, sir, but you prepared it here only, no? So the water, I had my bath because from this water. So we should be thankful. We should not think that we did. Who are we to sponsor the Lord? Sponsoring Lord. This is our understanding we have to sponsor. We need some system. For the system we have the concept called sponsorship and all those things. But what did we bring to take with us? We have brought our karmas, and only these karmas we can take back. In fact, if we exhaust completely, it will be fine. It will be fine. So namaskara means na maha. Mama means maha means mamakara. Now I am not myself. I am you, hey Lord. Please guide me. Please guide me. And pradakshina means pradakshina. Any temple you go, I sincerely request you to do the pradakshina. It's like more the winding in the motor, more the energy. Likewise, more the pradakshina you can take. See, there's a proper, there's a famous sloka, Yani kanicha papani, janmandara kranicha, tani tani, pranashyanti, pradakshina, pade pade. Yani kanicha papani, we do not know what are all the sins we have done in our previous. When I say sins, don't worry, it's not a sin because of our, illiteracy. I am calling this as Chennai means I do not know this is America. I'm wrong. What you would say after the speech, you will say, Sivachariar, this is not Chennai. You are in America, Pennsylvania. What is the state, Mama? Pennsylvania state, Pittsburgh. Correct. Likewise, if I say something as sin, please do not go into the deep meaning. Please understand, without knowing we have some mistake. Because I think I look upon everyone as one. Samadarshanam, Abeda Darshanam Jnanam. So Yani Kanicha Papani, we do not know what all we did and how much we did. Yani Kanicha Papani, Janmantara Kritanicha in all our previous births. Tani Tani, Pranashyanti, Pradakshina, Pade Pade, like when we go on paying our loan, 100 rupees, like earlier, how much I had to pay them?
900.
Very good, very good. Ladies are 8 times faster than men. I'm not saying, sir, Dharma Shastra says. See, I've come here for a vote or something. Shastra says ladies are 8 times faster than men, intellectual. That's why those days, if you have noticed, only the men used to read. Ladies, why they didn't go for learning was, by these people reading, they got the energy. Direct connection, DC, not AC. So, the 900 rupees, again I pay 100 rupees. Then how much is there? 800. Again I pay 500 rupees. I got 500 rupees. How much is there? Again 200 rupees. Then 100 rupees. Close. Oh, you will do it. Then I'm happy. Oh, I've got everything is clear. Likewise, pradakshina pade pade. It is not only this meaning. Pradakshina means, pade pade means going according to the Shastras. Slowly and steadily. Slowly and steadily. We should understand, this is the way, this is the path God has given to us. Let us plan. Like a plan, we plan for our travel. In fact, even the seats also nowadays we are able to book from home. We are able to online checking or something. Likewise, we have to plan. These are all the things we are undergoing, suffering. In the horoscope, it reads like this. The chart, horoscope. Okay. Let me do according to this. Let us pray to this God in this way. Let us get up at this time. Let us be truthful. That is very important. I don't know, here there is no power cuts. In India, especially in Chennai, we are undergoing, facing power cuts. In Chennai, we are better, just 2 hours. In those 2 hours, whatever pressure I give to my switch, the light won't glow. Will it glow? Will it glow? I put all the pressure finally. Even if it's breaking also, no shock. There is no current. No. Likewise, if there is no truthfulness, if you are not truthful to our wife, if your charity should begin at home, always understand, charity should begin at home. First we should be truthful to your mother, father, wife, husband, spouse, husband, parasparam. Both are equal. To our children. If you don't do those duties properly, it's like giving all the pressure in the switch. I don't want to go more. So, the Pradakshina Pade Pade means we should go follow the Shastras. We cannot have our own explanation. No, I'm unable to do because of this and all those things. You can explain to you, tell us, we will give you the, you can talk to the doctor. Like all the acharyas, you can speak to them and they will give you a prescription. They will give you the alternative. Some medicines we don't get in some medical shops. So what they will do is, if you don't get this medicine, you take this medicine. Correct? Likewise, then they will give you the prescription. But always, self-medication is self-destruction. We should follow the medicines properly. So Pradakshina burns our karmas. The symbols, swastika, it's Mangala, Om is everything, Namam is the God's name. Nama means, that's what I tell to many people, please do not make fun of the symbols of the Lord. And we should, avoid, and we should turn away our face, turn away our ears to the people who laugh at our culture. In cinemas, if you see, they just make fun of all these things, but it is like Nama means like signing the check. The Lord's, the holy feet of the Lord. It's the Lord himself. Nama is the Lord. Swastika is Mangala, it is the Lord. The symbols, like, if I show like this, what do you mean?
Keep quiet.
Keep quiet. Up.
Sit
Sit
down.
down. Go.
Going.
Correct. Likewise, these are all the symbols which can create some changes in our system. Why the separation of God's history? We have dealt all these things. Let us not be separated. Let us, if you like one God, you pray to the God. At any point of time, we do not have any rights to talk bad about other gods. If you like Vishnu, you pray to Vishnu. If you like Shiva, you pray to Shiva. The path you choose as per your sampradaya, as per your acharya. But at any point of time, we do not have. In fact, I do not know. I must be doing this. Daksha goes to Lord Vishnu during the, Dakshayani, you must be knowing about Dakshayani. He says, hey, Lord Vishnu, you are the protector. Yaga Samrakshakaha Vishnu, please protect me. And that time, Lord Vishnu says, you have scolded, you have spoken bad about Shiva, I will not encourage you. So, please let us not fight in the name of the Lord. That he says, uses very bad words. The Daksha. Once you read it, you will cry. Because we do not see the God just as any God. He is like our father and mother. If someone scolds our mother, even a lazy person, or even that person, he will get anger. A coward also will get anger. Likewise, our mother tradition, we should say, please shut your mouth. Or what you can do is, if you are unable to speak, maybe we can come out of that place. But we should not talk bad about them. Our sampradaya is, they are also part of our family. We should not talk bad about any religion or any system. Even our God will not permit. It is all His Shakti. Ours is a universal religion. Question and answer. This it's open to any questions. This is what I want to share it with you. In fact, whatever I have spoken, it's like it's like a mirror. What happens in the mirror? You see your face like that. Your good positive thoughts has made me speak. So if there is anything good, it is all your. So questions, it's an open session. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yes, sir.
Prasanna Venkateswara. Prasanna means no. Here, chakram means.
This has been kept in the later period, sir. That was why I didn't want to mention it earlier. The Prasanna Venkatesha, his name was Prasanna Venkatesha, Yogamurti. Generally, Yogamurti will not carry any weapons. So Prasanna Venkatesha, earlier he didn't have. The later period, actually it is not like physically kept, we cannot say. Maybe how we should think is like, the God must have decided that he should bless in this form. So it is his wish. So Prasanna Venkatesha means without weapons only. Prasanna Venkatesha. Yes, sir. Namaste.
You have mentioned when you get something, you have to lose something. Now, when you get one thing, you lose the other thing. That's what in your. As a parent of a common being, we came to this country and we are bringing up our children. The children now 22, 18 is after high school. They were detached from our religion. And every parent, most of the parents will at that time they think, does they did a good job coming to here, or means at that time they have taken the best decision what is at that time.
Yes.
But going back and seeing forward, everybody repents at how
Yes,
at the
sir.
moment of time.
Yes, sir.
No, we have not done a right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, what we advise in the situation to such a parent, what they have to do?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I understand you, sir. In fact, I know the situation here. In fact, my purpose of visit is nothing but to, to pray for the situation. But, I can understand many of things you have said and many of things I have understood. When I said you have to lose something to gain, it does not mean we can lose our culture to gain something. I spoke earlier about the relatives and friends and all those things. How we can balance these two things is, we are growing here, it's a very difficult, I really, I pray for all of you. I pray for all of you. It's a right question at the right time. This is the challenge we have got. So how we can balance at any point of time, we cannot lose our culture, sir. It's like, I can, when I come down here, I can wear pants if it is too cold, the winter clothes, like, thermal wear and all those things. But I cannot change my parents' name. Correct. Changing means not like numerology changing, everyone are changing. I'm not talking about that. The physical mother and father, I cannot change. Likewise, at any cost, we cannot lose our culture. So, what we should do is two things, sir. One thing is spiritual. We should surrender more to God. When sometimes when we speak in the cell phone, sometimes, it is not audible. And if we check the phone, it will say, the tower will be away from the tower. What we do? What do we do, sir? We go near the tower. Then it is audible. Likewise, once you go near the God, you will see your prayers will be answered. Number one. Number two is for this generation, for our young children, the present generation who are taking. What you should do is regularly you should interact with India. You should talk about our relatives. You should talk about our culture. You should take them to India whenever possible. Or nowadays you have system like, Skype and all those things you can see, and, any function also, you should see to that web telecast is done and you can see things. Somehow we should educate. And only God can make some changes. And as I told you, what I meant was by losing something, we can gain something means not just the culture. At any point of time, we should not lose our culture. Culture is our vital breath. I cannot say, for 1 hour this person is going to pay this money. If I go for 1 hour there, he will be paying more money. But you have to lose your life. Will we go? We cannot go because life is more important. Likewise, culture is very important. How we can do is Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita. She is in the form of intellect, Buddhi. So once we start praying to the God, our Kuladevata, you should pray to your Kuladevata. Kuladevata is our family doctor. Family doctor knows the history. He has been associated for more than 3 decades. It's Mama. So he knows about us. About my father, about our family. Likewise, our Kuladevata is very important. Kuladevata, you should pray to your Kuladevata. These can make some changes. Definitely it can be always think about Prahlada. Prahlada, we are not in that situation. We have our own places. But Prahlada, young child, how did that Hiranyakashipu get a thought of killing that person? Just because of ego, not because of any other thing. He thought this person should not say Narayana. So finally, what had happened. Likewise, let us not lose faith. Let us be more closer to God. And once we start praying more intensely, I'm sure prayers can make miracles. We should. Again, I'm repeating it to you. As it's a good question, because if you had not questioned it here, it would have been a wrong remark from mine. Because what I mentioned was, we can lose something for gaining something. Because of the situations, we came down here, not for any other thing. If the situation would have been better, definitely we would be there. We have come down here, but not at the cost of our culture. In fact, many people, they used to ask me, Sivachariar, for how many days or how many years should I be there in the respective countries since I travel around the world? What I would say is, you can be at the limit, the elasticity limit, no? A day on which you feel you cannot do your Sandhya Vandana or you cannot do your prayers, the same day you can come back to the country. That is the limit. Not by losing our children. So we should pray more, we have our deposits, sir. We put different deposits for our children, for marriage, for education. Likewise, we should be doing more and more prayers so that they will serve as deposits. You can take from the deposits. We are unable to work on the same day. Our energy is limited. So whenever you get time Rama Nama, Shiva Nama, you go on chanting the Nama, Rama, 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 Shiva, Shiva, while going, traveling. I know the busy life here, sir. I am really proud of all of you. You know why? Because, to build a temple here, it's not a easy thing. For me to travel from so far is it's a very big thing. For you people, spending time for God, it's like for me to do 1000 Kumbhabhishekam is doing 1 Kumbhabhishekam here. It's a great work. You should clap the SV temple. Please clap. You're talking for yourself, not for me. Because not only our SV temple, it has been the first temple, SV temple. Yesterday I was there at New York, Mahavallabhaganapati temple. Last week SSVT. Beautiful temples. How much of the founders, I really pray for those families, the founders, and all the bhaktas and all the acharyas who have served. They have sacrificed even the acharyas to be here. We have to do many sacrifices. It's not just coming here for any other thing. We have to sacrifice many things. All the devotees, help supporting the temple. The management, they have their own work at the same time. They have to think about beautiful execution. It's something. Definitely, Kadavulai Nambinor Kaividapadar. There is a saying in Tamil, person who have totally dedicated to God, who have absolute belief in God, he will not be left out. So, have absolute faith in God, definitely these things will change. Yes, sir.
Why do you call it Vasudeva Kutumbam?
Vasudha means the world is.
Like, yeah.
Vasudha eva Kutumbakam is one family. The whole world is one. Vasudha means a synonym of world, earth.
It's not Vasudeva.
Not Vasudeva. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudha means the universe, the world. So it is one Kutumbaka, one family. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all, everything is, it's not only we, it's not just it is community, Hindu community, everyone. We together, even the beings, all the beings. That's why when we do something harm to others, it is like doing harm to our own family. But nowadays, in the whole family itself, it has started fight, quarrel because it's so sad, which we should stop it. Shastra says the fire, loan, enemy, and disease. Please repeat the 4. Disease. These 4 should be stopped when they are small. Mahakavi Bharatiyar used to say, Agini kunjondru kanden, ade angor kaattilor bondidai vaithen, vendu tadindadu kaade, tadal veerathil kunjendrum moopendrum undo. He just took a small fire and he just kept it inside a tree, gap, the hole in the tree. Going few steps, he found the whole, forest was burnt. Then he asks us the question, is there any difference between small fire and big fire? So small differences, we should try to clear it up. We should try to speak to them. Even I say, even between husband and wife, if there is any difference, please do not tell to other person, my advice. Please speak to them directly. If someone says, this person said about me, you won't believe. First of all, I won't believe. Because in the second, if I just to make him shut his mouth, in front of him I will ask to speak to that person in speakerphone. So we should always have it clear. We should have a happy life. We do not know whether we will be born again as human beings next Janma. So we should see to that. We should have the clarity. It should be clear. So Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means the whole universe is one family. So we should pray for everyone. And as I said, charity should begin at home. Let us understand our wife, husband, and once we start understanding, it's easy. Yes.
We always have a standard question about when we do the Abhishekam, as to why we offer so many fruits and why we offer so much of milk, honey, and etc.
Yes.
So, what is the...
Yes. So importance of Abhisheka and fruits and all those things.
Yes.
Previously I mentioned, sir, about why we do the Naivedya. I just mentioned earlier. Maybe we can understand, you have a seed. A fruit which is the same as a seed. What you do, you just have got only one seed. You can eat it. Or what you will do, you can sow it. If you sow it, what happens? You get how many trees?
Tree with plenty of fruits.
Infinity. Trees, infinity, Likewise, whatever we offer to the Lord, it is like sowing the seed. More the seed sown, more the energy. It will go to the people. Many people, they ask us, during the praying to the Lord in the form of fire. They ask, why Sivachariar you are throwing? You please listen to my word. Throwing. No, they say throwing. That's what I said. Please listen. Throwing. They say throwing the clothes into the fire. That you can give to one poor person. I say two things has to be corrected. You should say, for you it is a fire. For me it is the Lord. Like seeing $100 note as just a paper, it is a paper for that person. But person who knows the value, he will appreciate it. Likewise, when you offer the clothes in the form of fire to the Lord there, it is being cleaned, purified. Fire has the power to sterilize things. It's being purified, number one. Number two, it goes to the beings who need clothes. You understood? Draupadi gave a piece of cloth to Lord Krishna, and Krishna gave, multiple size. Likewise, when we offer more Abhishek Dravyas, when we offer more Naivedya to the Lord, the universe gets the energy. The next question, you may get, what happens is, Sivacharya, if everyone gets clothes by offering to the fire, why there are some people who do not have clothes? Correct or not? There's doubt. If everyone gets food there, why this person, still some people are hungry in some parts of the world? Correct. What I would say is, the message has been already delivered in the inbox. You have to open it and see through bhakti. Once you show bhakti, it is like opening the inbox and accessing your messages. The message is already there. The message has been already delivered to your inbox. You have to put your effort. So by we showing the bhakti every day, our karmas will be burnt. And definitely we can get the fruits of the prayers that is performed. See, whatever we are here, it is not just the prayers which is done here alone. By the prayers around the world, by all the systems. So prayer is a common portal like a Google search. You can search, anyone can search. So prayers definitely will help, sir. It will help and it will give you more energy also, sir.
Same line, everything is just given as that. Even kids understand that. The only thing which I had a problem with my daughter, who is 35, who grew up in this temple, is always, we do Abhishekam. We have no problem at all with that. We understand that. But why do you have to offer 100 gallons of milk, 50 gallons of milk?
More we so.
Do it with 1 gallon of milk.
Yeah. That's all.
I don't have an answer.
Yeah. This is the answer. Like the group meal, when we offer in more number and more Naivedya based upon the Abhisheka, the Naivedya ratio is also there. It goes to more people, sir. Like you have, sir, for example, how many people are here, sir? We will be around 100 people, around 75, 100, whatever it may be. So if sir orders for a coffee, how many coffees he has to order, coffee cups?
But we are all different, and the God is one.
No, just I'll finish my example, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So one coffee, correct. How many coffees he has to order? 75 coffees. And likewise, the universe is so big. So whatever is given us, I'll come to your answer, sir. Question. God, we are offering not to the God, through the God. Through the God. So God is one, as you said. He is not different, but He is the channel. I can speak to my mother at home. Hello, Amma, Satish pays. Hello. You're not laughing at me. You should have laughed because I cannot. My mother cannot hear. But I need an instrument. If you give me a cell phone, will you give me a phone? Afterwards, huh? So I'll say, hello, Amma, I should switch on the phone. Hello, Amma, I'm able to speak. Likewise, Vigraha means, Grahana means absorbing. The name for Vigraha means, Grahana means absorbing. Upasarga gives you the superlative meaning here. Absorbing in the best manner. So, more the milk is offered to the Lord, more it goes to the... Once, see, this is for the people who understand the concept of these things, like group email cell. Group email is there, group mail. Then you, in the address column, you just write only one address. but it goes to all the people. Likewise, it is with absolute belief. Once you see the Lord as stone, we cannot understand this. Once you see the Lord as the Paramatma who is controlling you, we can understand this. Else it is difficult to understand. What I told you is, you see, we cannot see many things are, this question and answer session is just a beginning. But only when we experience many things we can understand. So when you look upon God as the Father and the Mother of the universe, it is His duty. So we are giving it through Him, our offering. What I can give to me, like social service we do. Like social service, the people they speak. So in Hinduism says, is we are sending it from work from home, they say. Work from home likewise, and giving it to them.
The only reason they asked me the question still is, because here, I don't know how it is back in India, here, almost all the milk goes into the drains. That is the reason why I said, you understand the concept of Abhishekam. They have no problem with the Naivedyam.
Yeah.
You make any amount of Naivedyam because it's all still there, people take that.
Yes.
But when we take this much of goes into this.
Yes, once it is offered there, sir, once it is offered there, the energy goes to them, sir. It is not physical milk, not just 100-gallon milk goes in 100 gallons milk. Please understand. See, the examples I am just giving as a concept. Not just not you should not see, as I told you, Naivedya also I told you, you should not see the physical entity. The energy cannot be killed, sir. Energy, it's always, the nature of law. It is transferred. So transferring of energy takes place there. Transferring of energy takes place. See, so you should not see it is going into those, drain. You should see as the energy is being transferred. Energy is being transferred.
I have a question.
Is the
I have a
energy
question
less
regarding that.
if you...
Sorry, I'll finish.
The quantity is less, I guess that is the quantity. The amount cannot be lesser quantity. I mean, I get all the what you are saying.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
can still...
But more the quantity is more the good for the nation. So like I said, if a chairman has ordered just for one coffee, it would be difficult. So...
This is not consumed.
No. Please do not see the physical milk, sir. If you are just going to see the physical means, then you cannot do the prayers at all. This is called Adrishtapala. No. First you should A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. Some derivation. Even for this, like methane we call it CH4. Why you call it as CH4? Means some kind of understanding, some kind of, we have to accept something to understand what we are unable to understand. Likewise, here our Hinduism talks about Adrishtapala. Drishta means which can be seen, sir. Adrishta means which cannot be seen. So, if you are going to see only the milk, physical milk, definitely I cannot answer for it because it is not the right way. We say Adrishtapala, which means this goes as the energy. You understood, sir? Energy. Energy you cannot see, sir. When I speak, the words comes to you. How does it come, sir? You cannot see that, but you can hear it. Can you hear it or not? Sound energy. Can you see the sound energy? Why? The system. Like magnetic poles, the north pole, south pole, they say, it's a system. Why a magnet attracts iron? We have something we can explain about those things. But why it is, only the God knows. So we are talking about this system. Agamas talks about Adrishtapala. Veda talks about Apaurusheya, Adrishtapala. So in that case, we have to accept that by offering to the Lord. So like, you see, if not 100, even 10 is also a waste. According to, you said, no sir, the quantity of milk, according to you. According to me, 100 is not enough. More and more, it's more strength for the society.
Trying to find the
No, please. Yes, sir.
daughter.
She will understand, definitely she will understand. Many things can be, it's like only be experience, sir, only be experience. In fact, you can share this with her. Please share. She will understand.
Excuse me, I have a question. The children are asking, why can't we give the same milk to the Anath Ashrama?
We can give.
Can be used
We can give.
instead?
You can give. It is not that you cannot give. You can give to Anath Ashrama. You can give. See, once I enter the the flight, madam, or once I come out after reaching the place, the boarding card is of no use, because already I've traveled. So once a Nivedana is done to the Lord, the energy goes to Him. So apart the Nirmalya, it is up to you, up to the Acharya, up to the management, up to the devotees. You can decide on it. It can be given. Milk can be given. If you can.
There's no problem with Nivedana. It's always
The milk also can be given. Milk also can be given. It can be given, but we should see the energy that is being created. Like when I speak, the words can make some changes. Likewise, when you do the Abhisheka with a particular Dravya, it creates some energy there. That energy, we go and accept it. When we go in front of the Molasthana, it is not the same as we are here. When we are here in this temple, it is not the same when we are in the road. It is different. People who can understand, maybe I can... உள்ளத்தும் உள்ளன் புறத்துள்ளன் என்பவர்க்கு உள்ளத்தும் உள்ளன் புறத்துள்ளன் எம் இறை உள்ளத்தும் இல்லை புறத்தில்லை என்பவர்க்கு உள்ளத்தும் இல்லை புறத்தில்லை தானே. Actually, I just prepared for the Diksha, just having it this card as a bookmark. Luckily for the உள்ளத்தும் உள்ளன், a person who understands that he is there inside me, புறத்துள்ளன், and he sees the God in devatas, in vigrahas also, in என்பவர்க்கு, for those people, உள்ளத்தும் உள்ளன் புறத்து உள்ளன் எம்மிரை, he is there. உள்ளத்தும் இல்லை, he says, there is no God inside. புறத்து இல்லை, there is no God outside. உள்ளத்தும் இல்லை புறத்து இல்லை தானே. For them, he says, there is no God at all. So the energy, sir, we should see as not only the energy is being transferred, different kind of energy is being produced. Like hydroelectricity, you have different kind of energies. So different kind of energy is being produced. Wanted to say something, sir?
I have a question in the sense, whatever we have in this world, it is His grace.
It is?
Everything, His grace.
Yes, sir.
So if that is the case, what is there for me to offer?
Mm.
Because of me I am talking.
Mm.
Because of Him I am standing.
Mm.
So if that was the case, what is there for me to offer to Him? I myself, the way I talk, the way I see is His.
Yes. But you did not offer anything, sir. For the person who has understood that everything is self, he will not have his self also. He will not say about he. For him, but I feel they are just, selfish. They are just selfish in the sense. Because here, Swami Vivekananda says, Atmanaha mokshartam jagat hitayade. The purpose of our life, Atmanaha mokshartam, for our moksha. Like Sir said about person who understand everything is God, everything is moksha. For him, it's only his mokshartam. But what I am saying is, you get the moksha and jagat hitaya. For people who do not know about the system, you are helping them. For that person, in fact, you did not eat. You did not sleep. You did not do anything. For that person, for person Sthita Prajna. You are talking about Sthita Prajna. But we are all normal human beings, sir. I have to stand in the line for the visa because I don't have the passport here. I am not a citizen here. Correct. Once you become the citizen, you did not go to the visa office there. Likewise, till we reach the destination, we need the system. We need the system. This only through agamas. Agamas are Shaiva agamas, Pancharatra agamas, Vaikhanatha agamas, given by the Lord Himself. So they have shown us the way. These Naivedya, these prayers are the ways shown by the God. So if we pray, it is for our good. So in your case, like what you said, sir, about everything is He, everything is His work. It is right. Once you understand that, you cannot see me also. Even my words will not come to you. You understood, sir? You cannot listen to me. You cannot see me. You cannot be here. But we are all, I don't know, I am a normal human being. For me to understand, I need Swami in the Vigraha form. So I need to offer the food in this way. This is what our ancient, they have prescribed us and they have practiced it and they have been benefited by it. Then definitely I will not take a chance to lose it. Because Swami Vivekananda, Swami Chinmayananda used to say, time does not have a reverse gear. It is not just physical time, this clock alone. Even the births also, we do not know how we will be born next Janma. So I feel, according to me, I will not lose this opportunity of doing the prayers, which gives both the double bonus by giving us what are all the things we need in life, and it gives the moksha also. And for Sthita Prajna, no need food, no need water, nothing. Everything, even, you can say, oh, God had the food, oh, so I had the food. God, nothing we need, sir. We don't, nothing. It's like that, sir. Different levels, sir. Sir, for the person who is traveling in the flight, sir, he is not affected by the signal. Correct? So person who we are driving, we have our signals. But people who are driving, flying, should they stop for the signal? Likewise, sir is talking about the person who is flying. But I am a normal person driving. So till we reach the destination, we need these systems.
Just one last question.
Please.
In our system, for example, when you go and do archana or when you pray, typically everyone prays for himself, or even when they do archana, and they ask for benefits or favors for self, for wife, or children. When we go through those pujas, we never mention anything about others.
Okay.
But that doesn't tally with what we expect from Hinduism, saying that we are for all.
I differ from you, sir, because charity should begin at home. So first, in the beginning level, what they think is they think about themselves. Only even in the oxygen mask, if you have noticed, the flight, they will mention first you wear it, then you attend the person who is next to you. So first we have to be protected, sir. So it is in the beginning stage, we pray to God, hey God, please bless me, please help my child. Once you go, like sir said, once you go higher and higher, you will lose everything. And the Acharya is called Charanarayana. Lord Venkateswara has come down here. Lord Agama says, because like iron becomes a magnetized iron. That iron can attract another iron. Likewise, the Acharya, he prays. What does he pray means? He will not pray for any single person. The archana which we are doing, it's for ourselves. But the prayers that is done at the temple is for the whole universe. Sarve loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So that is maintained, but maybe since maybe we are ignorant of it. According to us, we think whatever I am asking, it is taking place. It is also nothing wrong, sir. It is a beginning stage. It's a beginning stage. At that time, it's nothing wrong in asking for ourselves. Let us, hey Lord, please bless me. Let my child have a good wedding. It's nothing wrong. Only when we are happy, we can think about God. At the same time, on behalf of you, like the mother prepares the food, the lady prepares the food for the family. Acharya is nothing but, as I told you, Achinoti, Acharati, Achare Sthapayati. He does all the prayers for you. Like if you are, ladies, you must be knowing when you were pregnant, you must have had a very good ice cream, which you had liked all those years. But your mother will say, please don't eat. Please don't eat. Why? Because if she eats, the child will be affected. Likewise, that's why so many restrictions are there for the acharyas. Not because, they are different in normal wise, different in this wise. They are praying for the whole universe, always. Always, any prayer according to our Hindu system, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.
That's the Swami just says, in the Vishishtadvaita, yes, Sriman Narayana Bhagavad Prityartham. So he is good, everyone is good.
The source, the
watering there, get everybody shade.
Watering at the root. Agram Vrikshasya Rajanaha, Moolam Vrikshasya Pujakaha, Tasmat Moolam na Imsiyate, Moolata Agram Prarohati. This Vakya he said. When I was doing my PhD, I was able to study some Vaishnava Agamas. So this Vakya comes there. Agram Vrikshasya Rajanaha, Moolam Vrikshasya Pujakaha. The root of the tree is the Pujaka. Agram is the king. The uppermost part. The whole tree is supposed to be considered as a society, the whole world. Tasmat moolam na himsiya. Please do not disturb the, the root. Because of the roots, there will be. So whatever, when we water the roots, it goes to the whole tree. Likewise, the Archakas does the prayers, like the mother takes care of the child. They do the prayers. Our Hindu system says that. Because our Hindu system, we have this, system by which you do your own work. Karmanneva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. I told you, when you are unable to come to temple, at home also you can think about the Lord. But here there is a separate system called temple, by which this serves as a portal, and from the node you can access the energy. Like that satellite connects the cell phone. If there is problem in the satellite, the cell phone, we cannot work with it. Likewise, the temple is very, very important. More the prayers, more the utsavas is done at the temple, more the energy we can get, sir. If the heater is not working here, I cannot speak. Correct. For a person who feels cold. Likewise, the more the energy is there at the temple, more the abhisheka, more the naivedya, more it is, more the energy, the whole universe gets.
You are asking a question, right?
Please.
That question answer, you can provide milk, so many people. We don't know who is hungry, who is not hungry. We cannot provide whole universe people. God will do it, God will provide.
Energy goes.
That thing.
Transforming energy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Please stay back.
Thank you very much. Sorry, sir. I take this opportunity to thank Sri Venkateswara temple to have given me. I'm a small child. You make the child to say something and you listen. Parents, like that, I'm a small child. The child has made any mistake, please forgive me. I thank Sri Venkateswara temple for giving me an opportunity to share what little I know about our Sanatana Dharma. I thank our Council of Temples, North American Council of Temples, to have given me an opportunity also. Thank you very much, sir. I was so happy. Once I entered, Atiti Devo Bhava, he didn't wait for anything. I have no time, fast, nothing. He didn't show anything. I'm so happy, sir, by seeing a satsang. Everyone said, please sit down. When I said I was running out of time, he said, no. Please eat. Please be calm, everyone. I really this is very important, sir. I'm just speaking about religion. You're practicing religion, sir. Thank you very much.
Panisailadhipayev Daivatannam Bhagavan Venkadayev Daivatannam Sri Srinivasa Kuladaivatannam Sri Srinivasa Paramandanannam Sri Srinivasa Paramagatirnam Sri Srinivasa Paramandanannam Vakrabje Bhagyalakshmi Karadalakamale Sarvadadana Dordande Veeralakshmi Hruday Sarajaje Bhutakarunya Lakshmi Kadgagre Sauryalakshmi Nikila Gunaganadambare Kirti Lakshmi Hisanam Jagadosya Venkatapate Vishnu Param Preyasim Tadbhaktasthala Nityavasarasikam Daksham Sambardhinim Padmalankrutapani Pallavayigam Padmasanastam Sriyam Vatsalyadi Gunodvalam Bhagavatim Vande Jaganmadaram Sirvajasvamayuttarogya Subhavanam Mahiyate Dhanyam Dhanam Vasam Bahuputra Labham Satasam Vatsaram Dirghamayu This is very great. Everyone.
Thank you.
So, lot of questions will ask.
Thank you, Mama.
But we have energy to ask.
Thank you.
Dear all, we have ordered tea, and Swamiji will stay for a few more minutes. So if you all have more questions, you can please stay back and ask him. Thank you.
Yes, Swamiji, thank you. This is the second time I've heard your lecture, and it's always been very, very informative. We'd like to thank the SP Temple manager, and especially Raj, for trying to get him out over here and working hard and arranging this lecture today. And we thank the SP Temple management to be very cooperative. And I would like to really mention a couple of things about the use of technology that he has mentioned, especially about CCTV and internet nodes and cell phones and all those things. And I also have a 4-year-old who's going to be asking the same questions to me tomorrow or the next couple of years as to why you do Abhishekam, etc. And then thanks for letting us know about the sound energy. Now I have something new to argue with them about. There's something that I can talk about the unknown or unseen. Thank you, Swamiji, very, very much.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's what I
email